Easiest way to start a conversation. A story. Let me tell you my story. The story of a kid who fights every day to show the world that he is man enough to be a boy. As a kid who grew up in a small town, all you learn to see is black and white. If you're a girl, you wear dresses and play with Barbie dolls. As a boy, you learn to tend to the farms and play in the mud. I was a little girl that never wore dresses or played with dollies. I'm as well versed in how to run a cattle farm as any of my older brothers, if not more. I am the kind of girl that is a boy. I'm the boy who's born in the wrong body. I am the boy who had to wonder what was wrong with me because I did not have the body of a boy. I'm the boy who had to wonder whether today is the day I'm going to leave my house and be beaten up, or worse, never return again. I'm the boy who lives in fear. I'm the boy who had to look at his family and tell them that their little girl was really a little boy, and they just thought I was going to grow up to be the first woman president. I'm just one of the many people who had to look at their families and society and tell them that they are gay, bisexual, lesbian, transgender, or queer, and hope for the best possible outcome. I'm one of the lucky ones. My family accepted me, but not everyone is as lucky as that. Orlando, Florida, June 12th, 2016. Inside a Pulse nightclub, Omar Mateen opened fired into a busy nightclub, killing at least 50 people and injuring many more. Each and every one of them lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, or one of the many other sexualities. Mateen said he did this because he saw two boys kissing in the streets and was disgusted. This small event that happened earlier that day led him to shoot into a nightclub full of innocent people. When you think of this community, what comes to mind? I'm sure each and every one of you knows someone from this community or has some ties to it. I have not only seen and researched about this topic, but I've faced firsthand what horrors this world has provided. The world has shown me hate crimes, verbal persecution, and internal struggles just to move day to day. Today, every one of you sitting here listening will walk a day with me through what can be the harsh life of an LGBTQ person. I'm hoping that I can educate not just the people in this room, but the world on what this community faces every day, and maybe make a difference in a few lives. Just ignore the crimes directed at the LGBTQ community, but that does not mean that it does not happen. In 2007 alone, there are 1,265 LGBTQ-related hate crimes just in the United States. How many of these crimes did you hear of when they happened? The Matthew Shepard killing. Two assailants tied 21-year-old Matthew Shepard to a fence, pistol whipped him, set him on fire, and left him in the freezing weather. It was rumored that when they found his body, people confused it for scarecrows in such bad shape. This was known as America's most famous gay hate murder. How many of you actually knew what it was, or that it even took place? Now, put yourself in the victim's family's shoes. The shoes of the parents or friends of one of the victims of the Pulse massacre, or a loved one of Matthew Shepard. How would it feel to have to identify your loved one's body simply because the killer did not like the fact that they were not what's considered normal in today's society? It's a scary thought, having to identify that body. Now imagine being that parent who must watch their child walk out of the house every day and wonder, is that going to be them that night looking at their child's lifeless body because they were holding hands with their significant other? Or because they're a girl trapped in a boy's body? This is what parents in this community have to face every day. My mother has told me time and time again that her worst fear is me becoming a victim because I was open about being transgender or gay to the wrong person. Someone has to take a stand for these people because everyone knows the media is not. The media avoids it because being gay or transgender is taboo, but by avoiding it, society is being a bystander. When you're in elementary school, teachers tell you to report if you see someone being bullied. Elementary students are told time and time again that by being a bystander and allowing bullying to take place, you're being a bully. Well, this is what's happening by allowing the media to breeze over hate crimes and no one taking a stand against it. Everyone wants to fight teen suicide, but according to the Trevor Project, suicide is 4 times greater in LGBTQ plus teens. We fight bullying by allowing the media to be a bystander. Everyone knows the world is a cruel place, but the hate the LGBTQ plus community faces daily are comparable to racism. There are people out there eradicating LGBTQ plus people, just as there was a KKK out to eradicate African Americans. If people were repulsed by the KKK, why are they not repulsed by the set of people against the LGBTQ plus community? People say they are tolerant and open-minded, but are they really? Not only are their hate crimes simply ignorant, but they are also stereotypes of the LGBT plus community, as there are about blondes. In movies, you're always seeing the gay guy be really small and weak. You also hear that gay is a choice. Both of these is simply not true. There are some really strong people in society, such as Neil Patrick Harris and Matthew Boomer. Saying being gay is a choice is like saying a person with brain cancer asked for the disease, or a rape victim asked to be raped because of the clothes they were wearing. These hate crimes are being justified by the use of religion. People are using their religion as a scapegoat to justify hate crimes and bigotry. They say the Bible says being gay is a sin that is punishable by death, and people agree with this, but it also says that a child who disobeys their parents should also then be put to death, but no one follows that. This is utterly uneducated. The Bible, being a historical document, is meant to be taken at face value, not split half and half where people decide what's right and wrong in society by constructing their religion. People also say that being homosexual is not natural, but scientists have proven otherwise. According to Yale Scientific, there have been discovering homosexual tendencies in 10% of prevailing species in the world. The world is facing a long road to recovery from this discrimination that is closely related to racism. Someday, I hope to see the world at peace with the LGBTQ plus community. The stereotypes may also be there, but hopefully they will be listened to as the blonde jokes. Someday, the world will see a change away from hardships, hate crimes, and scapegoating their fears. Someday, I want children to walk out of their homes and our parents don't have to worry about whether or not they're going to be the next victim.